My dear children, when we blow up small hurts into huge dramas, we hurt ourselves and the people we love. A rumor becomes a fight. A misunderstanding becomes a grudge. A mistake becomes the whole story about someone's character. And before you know it, what began as a little thing has wrecked a friendship or filled a house with anger. It takes patience and courage to keep the size of things true to their meaning, to check your heart before you shout, and to ask for the facts before you spread a story. A real moment from history helps me remember why this matters. On October 30th, 1938, Orson Welles and his Mercury Theatre broadcast a radio dramatization of H.G. Wells's The War of the Worlds in a realistic breaking news style. Some listeners who tuned in late or missed the opening announcement were frightened by the reports of a Martian invasion, and many people phoned stations, newspapers, and police asking whether the invasion was real. Contemporary newspapers reported scenes of panic, and the event became famous as an example of dangerous mass hysteria. Later historical work, however, has shown the truth is a little more careful. While isolated incidents of fear and confusion did occur, modern scholars conclude that the extent of nationwide panic was greatly exaggerated by the press of the time. The episode is useful not because it proves everyone panicked, but because it shows how a mistaken impression, mixed with sensational reporting and hurried reactions, can grow into a story far larger than what actually happened. What that story teaches us is practical. When you hear something that troubles you, pause. Take 3 deep breaths before you react. Ask questions. Where did you hear that? Are you sure? Can we check together? Speak kindly when you go to the person involved. Often a calm question and a chance to explain will make the whole thing small again. If you've hurt someone by exaggerating, say you're sorry and help fix it. If someone is trying to make a small problem into a big one by gossiping or dramatizing, refuse to join. Instead, guide the conversation back to truth and repair. I also want you to know there are times when things are big and serious, danger, abuse, or real harm, and those must never be minimized. The advice to keep things small is not a call to ignore pain or to hide wrongdoing. It is a call to be wise about how we respond to ordinary slights and rumors, so we don't create needless wounds. If you are ever in doubt about whether something is truly serious, come and tell me right away. We will listen together and decide what must be done. Living this way keeps our family gentle and honest. It teaches us to be peacemakers instead of amplifiers of fear, to be seekers of truth instead of spreaders of rumor. I want you to grow up with hearts that slow down, ask for facts, speak with humility, and repair quickly when you've made a thing bigger than it needed to be. That is a kind of courage the world needs. The quiet courage to keep things in their true size and to love people through the small and the large things alike. I love you, and I'm proud of the small, brave choices you make every day. Let us practice gentleness together. All my love, Mom.